Hello there. So what we're going over today is how to cheese, I guess, attacking factions. I was going to say the Romans specifically, but how to cheese attacking factions when you are the Greeks. So as you can see, it says the battle of forces is about even. They're not. So they've got 3 units of Hastati. Honestly, they don't have a whole lot, surprisingly. The Velites, the War Dogs, which are obnoxious, and the General, which will be the biggest pain in your ass. We're going to use these 4 units of Militia Hoplites, 5 units, I'm sorry, basically to make their life as difficult as we possibly can. Armies are most vulnerable at their rear and flank. You don't say. Okay. Yeah. So, as you can see, they're staging us up here, but we're not going to play their game. We're going to play to our strength. The only thing we actually have to hold is this town center, which has 3 points of entry into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I guess technically 4. We're going to take militia hoplites there. We're going to double this one up because it has 2 roads there. Unit of militia hoplites here. Unit of militia hoplites here. Got 1 more unit of militia hoplites. I'll probably throw him in here. Just like that. Now we're going to bring our generals back here. 1 group of Peltas here. God, that's going to be a lot of Peltas. 1 group of Peltas there. Gonna put our archers in here. Now we're gonna make sure there's nobody left up here. Oh. More Peltas. Okay. We'll add them here as well. So now you're gonna see we got nobody up here playing defense because it doesn't matter. You can, leave like a group of Peltas up here if you want to make life difficult on them, but it's just not worth it. We're going to start the battle. We're going to fast forward because none of this matters anyway. So, as you can see here, the only thing that really matters is your town square. They can blow down the gates, they can do whatever else they want, but as long as they don't take the town square or kill all your units, it doesn't matter. So, we're going to let them pound on the gates. Yada, yada, yada. They're coming in.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Alright, we'll go back to normal time now.
The gods have
Yeah. You blew on that wall too. It doesn't matter. So,
the
what they're going... Oh, the other thing we need to do before we forget. Set all of your hoplites. Oh my goodness, we get it. You blew through the wall. Into guard mode, which shows that they already are. And essentially, they have to charge into walls of spears, which isn't going to go well for them. So we'll go ahead and fast forward while we wait. And you can hold out to many times the army size that you have defended. So I try to keep at least 5 units of militia hoplites in each of my cities as kind of garrison troops for this very reason, and you're about to see why. So we've got some Hastati here. We've got another group of Hastati here. And there's just, they have no chance. Like, the phalanx is the Greek specialty, and as you can see, they have zero chance. Like, it's not gonna happen. So we'll look over here. And since they are Hastati, you know, they'll throw like their little spears or whatever, but we've got our Peltas here that, I mean, are just raining down hellfire on them. We've got our Peltas here that are for some reason running into here. We could not do that. That would be great. Let's you guys pull them back here. Now, the War Dogs are not going to be effective, but they are going to be extremely annoying. Because when you tell your troops to attack the War Dogs, they don't look at the dogs, they look at the trainers. So you'll have dogs that are just sitting there, like, gnawing on your soldiers, and they basically just ignore it until you tell them to target the War Dogs, and then when they do actually target the War Dogs, they just, like, go and try to track down the trainers or the owners or whatever, and they just ignore the dogs entirely. So as you can see, we've killed about 300-ish, a little less than 300 of their troops, and we've lost 13. And the only reason we've lost 13 is probably because these Peltas were being stupid. They're being dum-dums. Let's see. We've lost 3 hoplites out of that group, 4 out of that group, and 5 Peltists. So we're going to speed this up a little again because they're literally just going to keep crashing against this wall of spears. They're not going to accomplish anything. They can bring whatever they want, and it's not going to matter. Because we have 2 sequential walls here of militia hoplites. So we can really cheese them. Same thing here. And what I like to do is I'll keep my bodyguards in reserve. And sometimes if needed, you can route them down and around and run your cavalry into the back of the attacking infantry, and it pretty much immediately breaks them. Like, they don't like it. So the fact that the cavalry is here is going to help them, but I mean, it's still not going to go well for them. Let's see, we've lost, yeah, about 40 now, 50? But they're down 400, so looks like we've got one more group of Hastati to throw themselves against the spears there. Now what we can do is we can take both of our cavalry units and charge them in through the spearmen, which does disrupt the phalanx. It's not the best way to go, but when we charge into this, it's pretty much going to immediately break all the troops there. Yeah, so there go the War Dogs. We've got 2 bodyguard units against this one, and I think there might be some Hastati left. There's some Velites there, so yeah, we're gonna murder this general.
The enemy general
Yeah,
is
he's
running
broken.
away.
He's gonna
This
die.
Is no way for a
Yep.
leader to behave, but in battle, it is
And now
beyond
we're gonna
belief.
go for the Velites.
The gods be praised. The enemy general is dead. His men know their doom approaches.
Yeah, they're doomed approaches. And likely when we get close, they're just gonna break and run. Yeah. So there they go. Those Hastati are broken. Oh, there's one more group right there. Oh, Equites, okay. So we'll just run them that way. The other general is just mowing down all these retreating troops. And this is gonna be a W, guys. We got the dub. The light cavalry have 0 chance against this general's bodyguard. I don't know why they haven't run yet. Once they break and run, it's ours. All this general's bodyguard is doing is just racking up more kills. Simple as that. 902 casualties inflicted. We lost 151. That is how you defend your city as Greeks. 235 casualties inflicted. 137 casualties inflicted. The militia hoplites standing there 127, 56, 0 because they didn't come from that way. 56. They only lost 12 people. They only lost 5. They lost 1. So, I'm sorry, that's how many they've healed. My bad. We lost 83 militia hoplites, 62 in that group. That was probably the group that the general charged into. But simple as that. You can cheese the Romans and pretty much every other faction super easy. Even ones that also use phalanxes usually don't come into you in phalanx formation. So this has been your Rome Total War tip of the day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later.